Okay, so I had this dream last night. Who was in the dream, Taylor?
Me. You.
In this dream was me, Taylor, a certain someone, not someone I like.
Can I say the famous person?
Yeah, I know her.
George Lopez!
Austin.
George Lopez!
Kelsey.
George Lopez!
And some other
George Lopez!
some other airport kids. George Lopez and his black son.
George Lopez and his black son.
Even though he doesn't have a black son.
Even though he doesn't have a son.
Some random shooter.
And then me as a different person.
And then her reincarnation after she got shot.
Don't be Darth Vader up in me. I just want to take pictures.
No.
I feel like you're just...
Okay. So anyways, in this dream, her, Austin, and Kelsey what are you doing?
I'm pretending like I'm taking pictures.
Okay. Her, Austin, and Kelsey were watching children in this place with these, like, other large counselors. These counselors were associates of the murderer. The murderer came in with a gun and shot some of the children. And Taylor then was reincarnated into this woman that was in love with the murderer, which is the only reason why she helped him. Anyways,
Wait, what?
You fell in love with the murderer
I fell in love with the murderer.
after you were reincarnated into this other woman.
After
I knew it was her because, you know, there's some... It wasn't you who saved the day. I saved the day.
I always saved the day.
Yeah, whatever.
Making crab patties.
She helped. Her reincarnation helped. So, anyways, I was at a Comedy Central thing with George Lopez, and he told me that about his son being kidnapped and blah, 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 and held hostage and whatever. And I was like, oh, well, I know where that is because I knew where Taylor was.
That's me.
Yeah, technically she helped. Anywho, George Lopez gave me his nice Mercedes, and I drove it up there as I'm the beast. Anywho, who? George Lopez, after he gave me his Mercedes and I drove it up there, I walked in and was held hostage with other people. I got killed.
Yeah.
And I told her reincarnation that I'd teach her how to drive.
Because I can drive with poop.
Because she can't drive. So, I was out with her and I found out that she didn't like what they were doing with the children, that they were killing them and whatnot. And so, she told me that she was in love with the murderer and that's why she was helping. And I talked to her and we came up with this plan on how to get the children out. The next day we were going to go on a field trip and it was going to be like the genocide. They were going to move us into another room and they were going to kill us all. So, me and this chick were like, instead of having, and we'd get all the counselors together, and instead of having them all drive down to this place, we'd go somewhere else and get out of there. So, we did this. Right? Right. Okay. That's where it starts to get emotional. The little boy, George Lopez's boy, I forgot to tell you this part. When we were driving, we hit like the snowbank before she crashed the car. We hit the snowbank and we saw a little shoe, and I said, oh yeah, George Lopez told me about this little boy. And she goes, I recognize that shoe. She goes, he's inside. I was like, whoa. And then I let her drive, and she crashed the Mercedes because she forgot to park it and it rolled backwards into another car.
Don't trust me.
Stupid.
Don't trust a hoe.
You're so stupid. Don't trust me. Anyways, so after this happened, I went inside and I saw a little boy and I made sure that we were all under the thing together. The next day it was time to go and we all got into the buses and we had to tell one of the counselors. And so there was one bus that didn't know where it was going and none of the kids knew that they were going to survive. So all these kids got on the bus and I knew, as soon as I saw the counselor, I'm like, that bus is going to end up going. And I freaked out and I was in tears. And all of a sudden, and this is kind of weird, I thought, in my dream, Austin and Kelsey were in a relationship. So anyways, they were, Austin was hugging Kelsey, and they were getting on this bus, and I freaked out because they're my friends, and I was like, oh my god, and I was crying, and I grabbed Austin, but he turned around, so I grabbed Kelsey's arm, and I was trying to pull her back, but they just turned around and went on the bus, and I dropped onto my knees, and I was in tears. I was crying. Okay. And so, I did what I had to do, and I drove everybody to the safety zone. And after this, I saw George Lopez, and I met up with George Lopez. I gave him his son back, and I told him what happened to the Mercedes. And he goes, I don't care, I knew you were going to trash it anyways, so I gave it to you. He goes, I don't care about this Mercedes. He goes, I got a bus now. And, so he was pretty cool. And then,
Keep going.
anyways. And then, okay, so then, I saw this extra bus pulling up. And little did I know, Austin was driving it.
Dun, 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 dun.
He got off the bus and there was all these kids from airport on the bus. Alright, like a bunch of kids from airport. Like they weren't even in the room at first, but then they were there. And they were all getting off the bus and I just started crying. I'm like, oh my god, what happened? So I guess what he did was he killed the bus driver and he took over the bus and he saved all the children, all the airport kids, whatever. All the other counselors. And they got off and I saw Kelsey and Austin, I gave them a big hug and I was just crying. I was in tears. And at the end of the dream I was on my knees in tears crying and then I woke up.
And then I woke up.
And then I woke up.
And then she woke up.
So it was a really, really sad dream. And if you had seen it, like, it was intense. Like, I was scared. Like, you could feel the fear.
I bet you no one's even gonna watch this much
Probably
of a
not.
video. I bet you they were all looking at me, just sitting here doing whatever I was doing.
Because you're so pretty.
Because I'm ugly. That's why they're gonna stare, because I'm the ugliest person anyone's ever seen in the world. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you change the colors while it's going again?
Yeah, I do. Here, take this out so I can do it with the...
No, don't do weird things. Don't.
What do you want me to do?
I wanted you to change the colors like you did when it was dark and it was light. No!
Oh, I can't do that with this computer.
You can't? Oh.
That was my computer. So that's the end of my dreams.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.